Hello everyone, it's Magic here, and today I'm talking flash kit for my wedding photography. So I'm going to show you what's in my bag and how I use it. So spoiler alert, actually I don't use these, but they look really fun. Look at this. They are magnetic and I can play with them. So yes, I am a one flash guy basically. I try to keep my things as compact as I can. So when I travel for most of my weddings, I want my backpack to be super tiny small. I pack my primes, I pack my cameras, and I pack my flashes, and that's it. Like one flash as a main flash, one flash as a backup flash, and a small diffusers that I'm gonna give you overview in a second. Also, I'm talking flash today because I just launched my flash course, my full flash course, how I shoot, tips and tricks, breaking down the settings. So if you're a complete noob about the flash, you don't know anything, or you know something but you just want to know more, you want to know how to master specific settings, and if you want to go compact just like me, shooting one flash, I'm going to teach you all about shooting one flash. And because it's launch day of my course and it's Black Friday, there's a double discount, 40% discount, which is the cheapest that course will ever be. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check out the link in the description. So yeah, I don't know if you know, but I've studied electrical engineering and I specialize in lighting design. So I did actually work as a lighting designer for a couple of years. I did like industrial design. I did design like couple shopping malls. It does sound more interesting than it actually was, but it did teach me ways of light and help me understand the light better. So I feel confident about the light topic in general, but my wedding photography style is 95% natural light. I love natural light and I'm gonna shoot it as much as I can. I'm not gonna, bother with flash until it gets dark. And since in the last 10 years, I've shot lots of weddings in Poland, where I'm from, meaning my weddings ended like really late, like 1 a.m. So there was a lot of time of that darkness time at the wedding, but also it meant there was a lot of time of practice, and I did try multiple ways of shooting flash, and this is what I ended up with. So the units I'm using are Profoto A1X and A10. I love these, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a sucker for like a high quality, top-notch product, and this I think is the best flash that I've ever held in my hands. I'm not sponsored by Profoto. I wish I was. I do have a good relationship with them. I did 2 workshops in the last couple of months in their headquarters, so I've seen the epic office of Profoto and I know a couple of people, but yeah, still, they did not pay for this video, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm using their flashes. I love these flashes. One of my favorite things about them is that huge big screen and a huge dial here on the back, and the way it presents the power. So it's not the fractions, the stops anymore. It's just, the numbers from 1 to 10, meaning it couldn't be easier to just set up the flash the way you want, especially when shooting manual. This is how I shoot. I just quickly can rotate the dial and change the power to whatever I want. It is super convenient. The second thing that I love about this flash is that huge battery, which lasts me for a full night, like from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. I'm just gonna be flashing like crazy on one battery. I do have a backup battery in my backpack, but I very rarely use it because this battery is just amazing. And the third thing I love about this flash is that it always fires. Like, in the last couple of years, since I've been using Profoto flashes, I have never had a situation that I clicked the shutter and the flash didn't go off. Like literally 0 situations like this. They do not get heat. They just work. They're amazing. And usually the way I start like the evening reception part of my photography, I'm gonna just put the flash on my camera, rotate it back, and do bounce light. I try to start with the bounce light. We have like all these slow dancing situations, like the beginning of the night. It's not yet crazy, people aren't drunk yet, so I do a lot of these bounce light photos. So I expose for the ambient light and then add the flash on top of it. I play around with motion too. I like these photos to give the feeling that there was actually something happening on the dance floor, that people were dancing and having fun. But for the first like couple of songs, I'm gonna for sure try to shoot as many bounce flash photos as I can. I did have like a couple of weddings this year. They were either outside or somewhere in the cave, or there were like situations that there was basically no light and nowhere to bounce off from. And in this case, I'm gonna usually just take my flash off my camera, put a trigger on my camera and use flash in the hand and, you know, try to shooting like this from the angle just to get like slightly softer image. And then I introduced like some of these diffusers. So like first one is like the small one. One of my favorite ones actually is this soft bounce. It's called soft bounce. You can find it from a bunch of different companies. So this is going to be my kind of first way of softening the light when shooting flash in the hand. The second one would be like this bigger diffuser, but still, so I use this one. It still fits, you know, within my backpack, so it's not huge, but it's amazing. Like you can hold it in your hand and it will just give you amazing, beautiful shots, like kind of studio-ish shots. So this is like my way of shooting like this nice, well-lit portraits when it's dark. And the third technique, which is actually my favorite, the flash in the face. This is like a dragging the shutter technique. So flash goes on the camera and I'm gonna shoot straight. I'm gonna concentrate my beam. I'm gonna slower the shutter to introduce a lot of these light paintings. And I go in the dance floor and just shoot like crazy. What is required with a technique like this is like you actually like need to have like really good party going on. I often will stay longer for like more songs until people get more drunk and more party-ish vibes, and then I'm gonna shoot this technique like crazy and probably until very, very late in the night. What's fun about this technique is like the way I set it up. I do set my camera into manual mode. I do set my lens to manual focus mode as well. So whenever I handle the camera to someone else, like some guest would just pick my camera and be like, oh, I'm gonna take a portrait of you, and bam, it's working. Because the way I set it up is just dead simple, working every single time. If you want to learn all about these techniques, make sure to check out the Flash course. 40% off, I promise you, it's worth the price. The launch discount plus Black Friday discount, it's a killer deal. And I've been working really hard to make it really worth for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you guys in the next one.